Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Paige Ryans, and today we're talking about one of my favorite events of the year, the 24th Annual Garden State Film Festival, New Jersey's premier independent film. Garden State Film Festival will return from March 26th through March 29th in Asbury Park and Cranford, New Jersey, with over 200 films from various countries screening across 9 different venues. Now, it's 4 days packed with incredible independent films, student films, filmmaker Q&As, panels, red carpets, after parties. It's just so much fun. It's very exciting. And maker, a film lover, or just someone who's story, this is for everyone. Tickets are available now at f.org/tickets, and there will also be tickets available at the door for purchase while supplies last. And now let's get into our filmmaker interview today. So today I am with Eric Feller. Eric Feller with his film Blaze a Trail. Eric, welcome, and how are you doing today?
Great, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We're happy to have you here. We're happy to have you. Oh, that's great. Great. Good. I'm glad to know. We're happy to have you here to talk about your documentary, Blazing a Trail. So, yeah, we can just get right in and just start with if you could just share your role with the film, and then we'll talk a little bit about what the film is about.
Sure. Well, I'm the director, editor, producer, and everything. I pretty much did the whole film myself. It was truly an honor to do it. The film chronicles the inaugural season of the Belmore Merrick Central High School District on Long Island. They started a flag football team in the inaugural season of the league on Long Island in 2022. So, it was just overall just a great experience that I just documented them and enjoyed really the journey. And that's what it was about. It was about the journey, the girls coming together as one, learning a new sport, a male-dominated sport, flag football. You don't think girls playing it, but it's become extremely popular, and they were like trailblazers in their quest to win and achieve their goals. So that's what the film's about.
That's great. That's great. And yes, just like you said, like I think that just watching this film, which I thought it was a great documentary, very well done. And flag football, I haven't played in a while, but I love flag football, and it was great just seeing that on screen, because I feel like that's one of the sports that we don't often see on screen, and so it was really cool to see. And I was wondering if you could share what kind of led you and kind of what inspired you to tell the story of flag football and also just a girls flag football team, because
Yes. Well, I had known the head coach, who turned out to be the head coach, because I had done documentaries about the tackle football team at the high school where he coaches. And the previous fall, there'd been rumors, because New Jersey had it it started in the spring of 2021. So in the fall, we were talking, and he said there were rumors that the district was interested in having a flag football team. So it immediately piqued my interest. Wow, this could be something really unique and different. And how many really times in your career can you say you've done something at the start of it, like at the beginning? So this, I thought, was a great opportunity to document such a unique sport, a sport that, we know about tackle football, but I didn't really know a ton about flag football. I knew it had become a lot more popular, but I didn't know the extent of it. And for the girls who came out, they were putting themselves, I think, in the documentary out there as well, that they were learning a brand new sport, and it was really inspiring to see that happen as well.
Very cool. Very cool. And I feel like it's cool as from a like standpoint because you get to witness, grow with the team, especially you said kind of like so you get to see and witness that process through the ups and the downs and everything like that. So kind of on the same lines, you said that you wore a lot of hats with this film. Can you talk a little bit about what that filmmaking process was like for you and just kind of I know it was the 2021-2022 school year, right? So can you
That's
talk a little
correct.
bit
Yeah.
about kind of filming across, that time period?
Um. Well, I mean, the process was, I mean, it's sports, so my script was really the season. Um, and it's just as you're filming it, and as the team had done well, I mean, you realize you have a good story. So, and I didn't really know the girls from because I'd done pretty much predominantly just boys sports, but you could see the girls' personalities, so I knew I had some good subjects to interview, and I mean the process was really to just go back through every game and formulate questions and just to talk about how because I wanted to make it more of a sports story. I didn't want it to entirely be about, the girls doing a new sport and learning it. I wanted to just be a sports story, but I knew I had to bring it back to the overall uniqueness of this season. So I mean, the process was really just shooting it, just getting as much footage as I could, and um, just trying to shoot as much as possible. Like that was really it from a filmmaking process, just to shoot as much as possible, get as much footage, and with that, just observe the games and the interactions between the girls, the coaches, and just formulate questions that I knew that yeah, I could get compelling answers for the girls to answer it when I did the interviews in the summer of 2022. Um, like the filmmaking, I mean, I knew I was well known within the district, and I think the girls trusted me too, because I guess they had seen some of my prior work and they knew of me around the school. So I guess that helped too, that they trusted me and they knew who I was and that they knew I would maybe do a good job. But did I know it was going to come out the way it did? I knew I had something special, but I didn't know the extent of how it was. And then as I was editing it, I realized, oh, this could be pretty good just from the structure of the story, from the beginning to the end. I knew I had something really profound and powerful. And that's what I was really just inspired by, how just that they just accomplished so much in such a like in a male dominated sport. You don't think of football, even though it's flag football, as a female sport, as a sport played by females, but it was just really inspiring how they just came together as a group over such a short amount of time too, and that was really great. I don't know if
Yes,
I answered your full question, but that's
you sure did. Absolutely. Yeah.
okay.
Yes. Yes, you did. And two things kind of just what you said is like talking about trust, and I think that um, is great to be able to build that because especially with documentaries, is very important and essential to like the story. And I think that you did a great job with building on that.
Oh,
And
thank you.
also, you're welcome. You're welcome. And I also, I appreciate kind of what you said about you making like a sports documentary, but then also kind of making a female empowerment documentary. And I feel like you combined those two. And I think that you achieved both of those,
Oh,
So
thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
yes,
But
absolutely.
I mean, it was also great. Like, it just was like the perfect storm that year because the girl who played on the boys team, caught a touchdown pass that year, and how she was like one of them. She was, I mean, I wouldn't say she was the greatest. She wasn't like one of the stars of the film, but she was a part of it, and she was a huge part of it. That she was like the girl who can probably be that like mediator from coach to the girls who maybe had some trepidation of playing, or yeah, who had some trepidation, who were scared, that they knew they could rely on her, that she knew what she was doing, and she had a relationship with the coach as well. So I don't know, that was something too as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And would you say that there were any challenges that kind of came up and during the process, and how did you kind of navigate those challenges, whether it be weather or anything kind of like that?
Well, weather, I had to protect my camera when it rained.
That's
That
important. So.
that was always important.
Yes.
I mean, the challenges, I wasn't really nervous during the filming. I mean, I'm not going to give anything away, but obviously in games that were more important, the threat of losing, of course, I was nervous about, because I had planned it all in my head that they were, going to be really successful after the first game, and yeah, just be really, they'd be really successful after the first game, and oh my God, if they ever lost, what would I ever do to try and make a film like this? Um, but challenges, I mean, schedule wise for the interviews, it was a little challenging because I knew I had to get it done that summer, because 6 of the 9 girls were going off to college. So I had to get that done. And I knew I had to get the boys too to do it too, to be a part of it there, because I thought that was important, just that how willing and helpful they were to teach, to relate as peers to their fellow friends or classmates whom in trying to learn this new sport. So I thought that was important as well. But
Yes.
um, challenges, I mean, just doing everything myself was tough, but I knew I had to do it because I knew I had a good story. So that it was invigorating just doing all the interviews too. Just getting all of those interviews and just spending the time with the girls, and they were just so thoughtful and very just engaging. And that's great subjects. When you have people who are engaging, funny, well spoken, it definitely adds a whole different element to it. Because I knew I had a good story, but I didn't know. But what I thought took it over the top were the girls telling the story, and that was the important. That was the most important aspect of it.
Yes.
That I think the girls were really proud of them. I think the girls were really proud that they did this and that they had someone to document this. That they had someone to document this so they could just look back on it and with fond memories as well.
Absolutely. That's a great keepsake too. I feel like, that's like such a pivotal moment and such an exciting moment in their lives that they can look back on and have that documentation and just like watch it. Cause I can't believe already 4 years have passed. So I can imagine that that's just so back on.
It is hard to believe because I still do like the flag football for the same team, and it will never compare to what it was, just because it was the first season. And how many times can you say that you've done something in the inaugural season? But like last year, there were 2 girls from the first year still on the team. So now watching them just grow up and graduate, it's kind of just surreal how quick time goes, how quickly it goes by.
Yes.
That and it starts again in a couple months, and they're not going to be on the team, so it's weird because it's going to be like this is the 5th year of it, and it's just hard to believe how quickly it goes.
Yeah. Would you ever do like a follow up, like kind of like how are they doing or like where are they now documentary. Have you ever thought about that?
I've never really given it much thought. I mean, I probably could. Like, I know where they're all at because I told them that I was submitting it, and they will wish me luck. And I know where they're at, but I don't know. I guess maybe I could do like a follow up in like a decade later, maybe. But I don't know. That's something I would have to think about.
Absolutely. Listen, there's, don't have to have that answer, you could kind of let time tell, so
Exactly.
but I think with your future projects, which we look forward to just staying posted on that, and we look forward to supporting your future projects, whether they're in the idea stage or the production stage. Will you be joining us at the festival this year?
Yeah, I'm looking forward.
Awesome.
This is really the first. I mean, I submitted it to the Long Island Film Festival on Long Island in the summer, and people loved it. I was really like taken aback by it. There was a short film before me, and they complimented me and they loved it. The MC loved it, so I didn't know what to expect, and I just got a lot of confidence from that experience. So that's why I ended up submitting it to the Garden State Film Festival. I'd done some work, a little more work on it as well, just to touch some certain things up. I was happy. I mean, I was really happy and honored to be accepted. So I was like, when I got the news in December, I was really blown away and taken aback by it. So that was great. So yeah, I'll definitely be there.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, listen, we're happy to have your film submitted, and we're happy that you were able to submit to us and found our, our festival. So we will see you at the Garden State Film Festival this year. Again, various countries. We'll be screening across 9 venues throughout New Jersey. You can check out Blazing a Trail at the Cranford Theater, Block CT39, on Saturday, March 28th, between 3 and 5 p.m. Again, the Garden State Film Festival, there will be parties, panels, events, and so much more. You can get your tickets at gsff.org/tickets. Tickets are on sale now, so it's never too early. And again, thank you so much for joining us, Eric. Thank you for being here.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate
it. And we'll see you at the festival.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.